So perimeter. All right, level 9, perimeter. Find the perimeter of this triangle. So I'm just using my pinching gesture to resize and rotate, and there we go. We can drag it around the screen, of course. And I want to find the perimeter, so I'm missing the, well, I'm missing the height here, but I'm missing one of the legs. Okay, so this is my hypotenuse, this is my A side, this is my B side, right? So I just want to find the B, and then I can figure out the perimeter. All right, this is our right angle triangle. We want to find the perimeter, so we're missing this side. All right, let's label our sides first. So we have to identify the hypotenuse. It's directly opposite the right angle. So if you walk away from the right angle, it's the first side you smack into, right here. This is the hypotenuse, 35.12. So I'm going to put a big C there. Okay, that means these are the two legs, and the legs are always perpendicular to each other. I'm going to call my smaller leg A, and my larger leg B. All right, and now we can use Pythagoras' theorem. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. I want to find the B, right? So to get the B, I want to get the B alone. So I'm going to get rid of that A squared. So I'm going to subtract the A squared from both sides. All right, so we're left with B squared is equal to C squared take away A squared. So this is another variation of Pythagoras' theorem. And when we're trying to find like one of the legs, it's always the hypotenuse take away the other leg squared, right? The hypotenuse squared take away the other leg squared. There we go. So B squared is equal to C squared take away A squared. I'm going to fill in what I know. So we know that C is 35.12, and we know that A is 22.7, so I'm going to replace the C and the A with their values. And so we get B squared is equal to 35.12 squared, take away 22.7 squared. And now it's time for the calculator. 35.12 squared, take away 22.7 squared. And that gives us 718.1244. So B squared is 718.1244. I want to figure out what B is. So I'm going to take the square root of my B squared. That'll give me B. And if I take the square root of the left-hand side, I also have to take the square root of the right-hand side. So we end up getting B is equal to the square root of 718.1244. And we get 26.7978431. It goes on forever. I'm going to round this to 4 decimal places. So you always want to round these things to 4 or 5 decimal places. So rounding it to 4 decimal places, the 4 tells the 8 to stay the same. Remember, if this was a 5, we would round up, and the 8 would become a 9. Okay, so 5 or higher, we round up. 4 or lower, we round down, which basically means leave this one alone, and then everything else after just disappears. That's what I mean by rounding down. Okay, so we get B is equal to 26.7978. All right, so the perimeter is just going to be adding up all the sides of the triangle. So the perimeter is a distance around the outside of a figure, and so I'm going to start with my A, and then I'm going to add the B, and then add the C, like this. 22.7 plus 26.7978 plus 35.12. What does it give you? Hectometers. All right, back to the appmobile. Back to the app. 84.6178. Space, hectometers, HM. And then we click on the check button to check to see if we're right.